'Tis another day for Toegoff LPs, and welcome back, folks. Lucky Smith, I've been waiting quite some time for your return.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Shoot.
I'm gone.
I'll take that. Oh wait, it's tier of... I'm lawful good now. Awesome. That's nice. Take that and that.
I'm afraid that if you were to remove that, I would be naked. I'm afraid that is the only article of clothing I have brought with me.
Well, that's awesome. That's not a two-hand hammer, is it? Yeah, I guess it is. I don't think we even have really a weapon for... This iron prybar might be the best we've... You can't use that. Just a hammer? I mean, you should... Clerics can use hammers. Ridiculousness.
All right. All right.
Clerics can use hammers. What are
All right.
you?
Done.
Anna? Oi? Don't you get to getting?
Got it. Yes?
Out of here. You... Check that. Okay. Let's be honest. These people really need money.
Got it. Might as well.
I'm under the assumption that we need it more.
A pleasure.
No, 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 no.
How may I help?
Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to talk
gone.
to her. Oops. Initiate dialogue.
Yes?
Do you ever use weapons? No.
Updated my journal.
The kiss of a succubus is lethal to mortals. They rarely realize it. Oh god. Can I read your diary? No. Please? The lady must have her secrets.
Yes?
Me. Curious to your feelings about me. Lady must have her secrets. You. To know your thoughts on my situations. Well, I think there's someone out to murder me. Shadows. Shadows are shades of the dead. They do not tend to haunt. They tend to lie in wait for the victims. Curious. Some other
Yes.
questions. Morty. Morty is most peculiar. I have seen a great deal in my life, but nothing quite like him. Like a mimer. Granted, there's no denying he's knowledgeable, but he has a certain Batorian smell about him. Batorian smell? Yes, but he's not a Batezu. At least not of any variety I've encountered. The smell alone, however, makes me treat the skull with caution. What? Evil And Morty isn't. I don't believe so. Morty lacks the silvery metal that memers customarily have. I see. I don't know. She's strong and capable. Consider a friend. Consider her a friend. Very well. Let's Toegoff. He's most common. Really? In what way? Well, he obeys you. Anything else? Toegoff approaches everything in an orderly fashion. Anything else? That he is. Actually, you know what? No. Morte. WTF, mate.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Excuse me, sorry, God. So, maybe some are, but I'm not. And there's stranger things on the plains than that, Chief. I don't think you're a meme, Morte. What are you? What's with the interrogation? What do you know about mirrors anyway? First, that bit about the missing line from my back saying not to trust you, then this. What am I supposed to think? Okay, I'm not a memer, but I know a lot of stuff, so I might as well be one. What are you then? A floating skull. What about that Batorian smell you have? What would you know about a Bator smells like? Unless, hey, you've been talking about me with the Tanari, haven't you? What does she know? Well, she obviously touched on something. Well, yeah, but, well, yeah. Why do you smell like a Bator? I was in the hells for a while, kind of a long while. The stench kind of grows on you. Well, pillar of heads. To hear some bashers tell it, it's supposedly made of heads of Burks, mostly sages and scholars who use their knowledge of this. Truth a little. So much they might have hurt or killed someone by doing it. Well, when I died, I ended up there. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's not funny at all. You see, I think I knew a lot of things when I was alive. Maybe when I did know something, I didn't always tell the truth about it, thinking that when I bent the truth once or twice, I may have led to someone getting pinned in the dead book sooner than they should have. I can't say I know, Chief, but I think it was you. What? Why did you forget? Things when you die, as I'm sure you're no stranger to, you just forget. It's just that I can't help it. Nothing's worse than being honest, except being sentenced to hell. Yeah, you're right. Again. I guess just all that good and evil and lying and cheating catches up with you. When I get penned in the dead book, it was my turn to pay the ferryman.
Updated my journal.
Well, you helped me, Chief. When you showed up at the Pillar of Skulls, I pushed my way to the front. My obvious know-how and charm attracted your attention. You knew that I was the head of the knew the most. As Morte speaks, your vision seems to bleed into a fiery red, and you hear a howling, horrible, screaming tower of voices, chittering and screeching, hammering. Morty's voice, faint, almost lost in the horde. He sounds desperate. You, Skull, speak. The howling voices fall silent and watch the tiny red-lined skull, its cracked features cast in the hellish light, turn its eyes up at you. Blood and ichor is streamed across its features, and its teeth chatter as if cold. I can't help you. I know what you seek. All these heads, all their knowing. Just please, I beg you, free me. Let me help you. Will you swear it, Skull? Swear you will serve me until the end, until my end days. I swear, just please free me. You watch as Morty sickeningly swallows his pride, almost a tangible thing. I beg you, let me help you, please. Vision slides as if your moving and howling, screaming cacophony begins again, a nightmarish horde of howls and catcalls and taunts and insults. is done. Reminds you of a wailing newborn, helpless, and in the eyes of the man you once were, pathetic. And your death is mine. We talked for a while, Chief, you and me, seeing whether the arrangement would work, and I think we both were really impressed with each other, so he invited me off the pillar, and I've kind of been with you ever since. What happened then? Well, I didn't know if I'd lose most of the pillar's knowledge once I was out of it. I mean, how was I to know I'd never been off the damn thing? But you were pretty understanding about it. Damn you, Skull, you lied to me! I'll thrust you back into that damnable pillar and leave you to die there. There's a clatter of bone against what sounds like metal, a floor, a wall, and the skittering of teeth knocked free. For you to know that your suffering on the pillar will be nothing. Oh my god. So you realized that I still had my uses, so I took up with you. I've been with you ever since. Morty, what did I want from the pillar? Well, as for how long, I don't know the exact count, Chief. Ages, I suppose. I've done all I could to help you each time, but it's not easy. As for what you wanted off the pillar, I don't know. Once you pried me off, I couldn't remember. Because I never know who you're going to be. Some of your incarnations have been stark raving mad. One time you awoke obsessed with the idea that I was your Skull and chased me around the spire, trying to shatter and devour me. Luckily, you were crushed by a passing cart in the street. Another good and lawful, you tried to thrust me back into the pillar because it's where I belonged. That's why. Besides, no harm's ever come of you not knowing. Well, yeah, Chief, I said I would. Morty always keeps his promises. Well, most of them. There's this one shit on Arvin. You suddenly realize that Morty's tone has changed. Past the joke, you realize he's trying to hide something. Something about why he's with you. Chief, I said it's because I promised, alright? I don't know. You didn't need to stick around after I freed you. Well, of course not, Chief, but why he's remained with you? You feel guilty, because you led me to my death so long ago, isn't it? And you've been suffering ever since. Come on, Chief, me feel guilty? I'm Morty. No, I think that's it. When I came to free you from the fate you deserved, you couldn't help but try to help me. Because you felt indebted. Morty is silent for a moment, looking at you. Maybe. You know what's funny? At first, I don't know what the feeling was. It kind of slowly eats at you, you know? I mean, at first I thought it was a side effect of some enchantment that bound me to you. But after a couple 100 years, I realized it was more than that. Maybe I felt, I don't know, responsible. Thing is, I don't think me, or whoever I was, really ever had to see the consequence of all the lying and cheating I'd done. Struck from the pillar, somehow I knew that you were the one I'd betrayed. I see.
Updated my journal.
Holy crap. Nah, don't thank me. Nah, the thanks is all to you. I feel like I just had a plane moved off my shoulder, so to speak.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Damn! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Let pickpocket never really. Oh, this is fightering. God, very interesting. What does this do? Transforming it into a marketplace that barters. When cast, the mage can select any living. Give it to the target. Don't really need that anymore. Right. Why can't I? Right. Just clicking should be enough. Oh, I guess I don't. Those look like empty spots, I guess not. Okay. 4? Nope. Well, folks, after that, I think it's a good time to cut. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and tune in the next. Thanks for watching, folks.